Zachary. Welcome to Burn Down's Country Kitchen. It is nice and early here, maybe about 7 o'clock in the morning. I did not do, I usually do 2 videos a week on my days off. I did not do any last week, and it kind of bothered me, but I was supposed to get a bunch of dental work done last week. Got postponed for today. No way am I going 2 weeks without doing videos. Ain't happening. I love doing these. It helps my soul. I feel good. Hopefully I provide some entertainment for y'all. But today, around 12:30, I gotta go get that dental work done. So I decided, why not make a farmhouse burger? Nice breakfast burger. I won't be able to eat for a few days, at least anything proper. So I'm gonna eat me a burger this morning, and why not make it a farmhouse, right? I'm actually looking forward to it. Of course, I'm gonna make two. One for Mrs. Burn It Down. She don't like the heat. I always put jalapenos on mine. That's just what I do. So you can do it with or without. I'm doing both, just to show you the difference. Like, you don't know, one's got jalapenos and one don't, right? Another change we got my stove. I'm gonna have to repaint some stuff back there. Finally got my stove. I'm so happy about that, y'all. Also, I got new security. Yeah, I had to get security. Come here, Harley. Come here, Harley. Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. Meet Harley. Yep, this is my security. See, it even says security. Come on, buddy. All right. I will be washing my hands before I touch food, so let's talk about what we're going to do. Farmhouse burger, baby. We're going to make a farmhouse burger. I'm so excited. Not excited about the dentist later, but I am excited about this and getting some of this fixed. So let's get after this day. Okay, it's basic. We have our sweet Hawaiian buns, which will probably fall apart as soon as I put a burger on there, but I don't care because these taste so good. For myself, I got avocado. Mrs. Burn It Down won't want that. I do. Of course, my jalapeno. Got the cheese. I got a little bit of pork that I'm gonna ground up with all this bacon. Now this is a bacon burger, and you're gonna think, okay, I've seen a bacon burger done a million times. Hang on, stick with me. You might see something different. Not saying you will, but you might. Also got a little bit of pork I'm gonna throw in there with the bacon, just to add a little consistency, and that's about it. Now this is cool, y'all don't know, but I stood this up, it just kept falling. So what I had to do was put a knife behind it, hold that thing up. So, all right, let's get after this breakfast burger. Farmhouse breakfast burger. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is get this bacon cut up a little bit. Easy security. Over there bouncing. That's what security does, right? They bounce. All right, so I'm gonna make these big enough because I'm grinding this up. So I'm gonna make this big enough. I know, buddy. Just big enough to get to that grinder. And if you notice, it's not thawed. It's not frozen, but it's not thawed. Anytime you're grinding meat, have it really cold and not solid, not rock solid, but you know, firm. It just makes the process so much easier. All right. Well, Harley learned how to jump the fence, so that's fun. We got this. All right, let's get our grinder set up. Okay, so you're always gonna wanna make sure you put this in the freezer for a little while. This whole piece and the tray. Like I said, you want this cold. Always, at all times. We can't raise that up there a little bit, eh? Eh? All right, good deal. So, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out. Play a little music so you don't have to listen to this loud, annoying thing. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I may wake Mrs. Burn It Down up, and I may not. She's a pretty heavy sleeper this time of the morning, so we'll see. right. All right, all right, all right. This is gonna be so good. So I did say it's a bacon burger, but I know you were probably thinking traditional. This is not that. That is for sure. All right. Get this thing out of the way. I'm just gonna mix this up a little bit here, just to get that pork mixed in with the bacon. Like I said, it's just for consistency. This is basically gonna taste just like bacon. One beautiful bacon burger. Well, two beautiful bacon burgers, but this will be enough meat for way more than that. Mix it in real good. I won't do a lot of seasoning. You know, bacon's inherently salty anyway, so let's see. You can see it's just pure bacon. Pure bacon. What are you doing, Harley? You do not want me to touch you right now, buddy. All right. Well, maybe he does. Dogs like that stuff. All right, it's a nice looking patty, isn't it? All right, one down. Yeah, we'll get 3 out of this. Got my son-in-law coming over later. Maybe he'll want one. Good old Jesse. He's a good old boy. Pretty talented too, man. Guy knows how to do all kinds of stuff, which I find to be a little impressive, because some things I can do, some things I cannot. Hanging drywall, not my bag. Mechanical, probably not me. Music, guitar, filming, editing, cooking, writing, that kind of stuff, although I'm a horrible speller. That kind of stuff I excel at, minus the spelling. That's because when I was in high school, there was way more important things to do than study. Like, hang out with bro time with my buddies and chase girls and all that good stuff you do when you're a kid. And you think when you're a kid, hey man, I'm gonna grow up and just do whatever I want. No, it don't work that way. Sorry. If you're a kid watching this, don't work that way. I am sorry. All right. Those are looking good, smelling good already. I gotta get my hands cleaned up and I'll be right back. All right. Gotta have some onion, right? Gots to. Just chuck that. We don't want it. Won't be a lot. Just a little bit. Just gotta have some on that burger, right? It is time to cook these farmhouse breakfast burgers. Look at that. Oh, pure bacon. Love that sizzle sound. Nice. A maiden voyage with the new stove, y'all. Get a look at these bad boys. Nice. A nice sear. Digging my stove, y'all. Digging my stove. And it just looks cool. It's the middle of the road, just like what I had before, except it just looks better. Priced out about the same as to what the other one would be. Just times have changed and come a long way since the last time someone bought a stove for this house. The only problem is it's killing me, grease is getting on it. Killing me. Alright. So I am going to do some pepper on it. There we go. Pure bacon burger. I know, y'all thought I was just going to put up some bacon and throw it on top, right? Nope. Not here. Not at Burnt Down Country Kitchen. Here, the extra step. We got to take the extra mile. Ground up a whole thing of bacon and make patties out of it. Why not? Why not, right? Can you think of a better last meal before you get a bunch of dental work done? At, I don't know what time it is, 7:30? Probably going on 8 now. I'm on the clock. I got like 2.5 hours before I gotta. Alright, got that one flipped again, looking good. I did check the internal temperature. We're only at about 113 or so. We are not there. But we are getting there. Look at that. Beautiful char. Smells like pure bacon. Man, I wish y'all could smell this. Well, you can. There's one way. One way I know of. Make it yourself. So even if you don't have a grinder, you can cut bacon up so small you can form patties with it, with a knife. And it won't even be that difficult. You technically can ground up any meat with your knife, and you don't need a grinder. Now, is it easier with the grinder? Yes. Is it quicker with a grinder? Yes. But you do not absolutely have to have one. So I got a couple of these done already. These are a little smaller. A little thinner, I should say, not necessarily smaller. So this one's going to cook just a little bit longer until we get that internal temperature up. Okay, let's get this last one here off. It's nice and done. Ready to go. Man, that looks so good. Time to get this bone toasted. Monkey paws. Oh. It should be gorilla paws. These big old things. So you're nice and toasted. Why not do the extra little step for flavor, right? Don't take long. Don't take long at all. Already getting there. That one's there. Give it just another second. A little bit longer. Just a little longer. Don't be shy. Was that aired extra dry? Yeah, probably dating myself, but it's all good. Nice. Alright. Buns are done. Can have a farmhouse without an actual farm egg. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, I went to a local guy around here, but I'm gonna work on getting my own done here pretty soon. Get my own chicken coop going. Yeah, that sounds so good. For this one, a little salt, a little pepper, a little pinch of salt, big old crack of pepper, or 3. After all, why not? That's too strong a pepper for some people, believe it or not. I mean, it ain't me, but it is some people. Look at this. I love that. And I don't know if you've seen that, but we take the pan away, the redness goes away. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool. This won't take long at all. We're already getting close. Already getting close. Turn the heat off on this one. Pull that. Let's go build this burger. It is time to build this beautiful farmhouse breakfast burger. Okay, so I always like to lay down a layer of cheese first. It always soaks through, so I'm gonna try a little different today. I'm gonna put my jalapenos on the bottom. Now again, you don't have to have jalapenos. I do it because this is the one I'm eating. Mrs. Burnt Down will not have that on hers. So you do you. I like it fiery. I like a little heat, but y'all know that about me. All right, so let's go ahead and get this patty on there. Not doing a double today. No, no, no. It's way too early for that. Some avocado on here. Just like that. Top it with some onions. Fresh for that bite. Not even sauteed. I want that beautiful bite. How about y'all? Then I'm gonna go ahead and top me off with some more of these bad boys because, well, that's what I do. That's what I like. That's what I do. All right, we are not done yet. Put this beautiful egg on there. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Man. Of course, gotta have our topper, right? Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look. Man, look at this beauty. Look at that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Just absolutely gorgeous. God, that's gonna be so good. So good. All right. Cut this thing. I always make a mess when I cut these burgers. Here we go. Look at that. Oh man. Absolute bacon farmhouse burger with a little heat. Man. All right, y'all, it's that time. It's always coming. We know that. A lot of people do it in the beginning of the show. You know, I tend to fast forward that part. I like to wait a little bit, wait till the end. But please do me a favor. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe. It does do me a lot of good. And those of you that have subscribed, I appreciate every single one of you. And I see a lot of viewers that have not subscribed. Take a minute. I got a couple hours before I go to the dentist. Did you subscribe? Did you hit the button? All right, y'all. I appreciate it. Once again, hit that like, subscribe. Let's get out this taste test. Enough of the business. All right. Get this bad boy picked out. Dip it in some of that yolk. Look at that. Any of y'all ever had a pure bacon burger? Me neither. Man, that's good. It's as good as you eat bacon. I mean, bacon. It is as good as you would think it is. And of course, if it ain't messy, if you don't look wrecked, we did not do it right. Man, that's the avocado mixed with the onion and the jalapeno. Man, that's so good. And then you got the richness of the yolk. You got to make this. Oh, man. Look, I'm a huge fan of beef. Ground beef, love it. Never done a straight bacon. Man, it's so good. Take the time. It's worth it. Even if you don't have a grinder, like I said, you can just cut it up into little tiny pieces and then mesh it all together and make you a burger. That easy. That's going to do it for us. I hope you enjoyed it. And cook something. Cook anything. Cook a farmhouse bacon burger. Why not, right? What else do you got to do? You can, do cereal and toast. You can cook some grits. Some people like that. I don't. Or you can take a minute and make you a farmhouse bacon burger. Why not, right? All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. And till next time.